Yes.
And I think the thing that's most contagious in any kind of content that I create or campaign that I create is that moment of discovery, that epiphany that you can have, which is unique to you, original to you, which you'll remember for life because you're like in awe. So how can you instill magic is what you look for through anything you do when it comes to storytelling. So when people look up and be like, oh, you know, that takes them into that moment in a way that it cannot be replicated.
Transformative.
Yeah. And also I have to say National Geographic is like a phenomenal legacy brand to be affiliated with, right? Like their name is known, they have had like a long-standing trajectory of telling stories in compelling, unique ways.
Yes.
And they're known for their visual outreach. So to bring them into a different fold, which is arts, you know, and that's where they're going toward. I just had to give a talk for the NYU Business School about what is the future of National Geographic, and because they're working with Nat Geo and building out the future of Nat Geo. So they're like, as an explorer, like what do you think is the future? And I really do think it's in the integration and interdisciplinary approach of arts, science, everything coming together to further exploration within each field and within the conduits of the crosshairs, right? So when you cross science with, say, it could be anything random, like it's something as random as plumbing, you know? So it could be a scientist who works only on brain cells and connects to a plumber, and how can they cross hairs and come up with something unique and push that boundary on exploration that has not happened before. So it's in these like interesting like junctions is where you see something new being born.
Yes.
And so I'm like, exploration is no longer what we thought back in the day, where you have to go out into the field and conquer the highest mountain or go into the deepest part of the ocean. It's about how you can push what boundaries we've laid within our own trajectories, within our own career paths, by collaborating, by coexisting, by being interdisciplinary.
It almost reflects Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yeah.
I feel in a sense that we are getting to a point in certain pockets of society and culture where we're actualizing.
Yeah.
In this cross-collaborative way.
But in a way that's privilege as well, right?
Sure.
Because like those of us who are not like connected to our base needs, not being catered on a daily basis, like we're not defined by our base needs. We have those,
fortunately.
We're fortunately
yes.
catered to. And therefore we're able to have this higher intellectual conversation about what can we do by bringing forces together.
Right.
So I feel like that is our duty. When people are in the know, that is our duty to act.
Our responsibility.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which is why giving back is like, it shouldn't be like, oh, you get a tax break for it. It's what you
No,
should be doing.
Dude, yo, come on,
It's
man.
the right thing to be
Yes.
doing. Because there are countless people who don't have access, who don't have the privilege to even have this conversation.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless, man. Well, I'm glad you're doing it. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. That's fantastic. Cool. Well, sweet,
Okay,
man.
so we've got 50 balls
We have 50.
here. This
Great.
is what I'll be painting.